Today, FIAPO and RSAS are organizing this webinar on the topic road safety, prevention of animal road accidents, as you all know. So thank you all for joining, first of all, and giving your important time to this webinar to learn more about the cruelty which is happening because of this road accidents and all. So today we are having our guest speaker, Ms. Meenakshi, and she's from AWA, which is active in rescue work on daily basis. They are coordinating ABC program in their city with MC and tender holder. First, they are the first organization which have organized an indie adoption event in their city, and they're working for the awareness of animal laws with District Legal Service Authority of Panchkula and Municipal Corporation. So Ms. Meenakshi is the founder of AWA, and not wasting much time of everyone. So Meenakshi, please you can continue.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, Jagriti. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So today, as we all know, that today we will be discussing the very important topic, that is road safety, prevention of animal road accidents. You must have seen so many animals suffering from road accidents. They die, they get disabled from this. So we'll be discussing this particular thing today. Okay, so about the session, in this session, we will understand the cause of road accidents and impact of road accidents, how to prevent road accidents, and how the community can be involved for this in this particular thing so that we can prevent road accidents. And the most important thing, what you should do when you see any animal made with an accident, whom you should report. And the most important thing, which most of us are not aware of, laws of hit and run on like intentionally also people run over animals. So we will know about all these things in this particular event, in this presentation. So this is a data of one particular city, that is Nagpur, and I'm sure in this data, every accident has not been recorded. So just imagine in this 8 years, 11,915 animals, all kind of dog, cat, cattle, goat, donkey, monkey, everything, everyone met with an accident and they died. 11,915 animals died in road accident. And I know, being a rescuer, daily rescuer on ground, what is the reality? On daily basis, we used to get 2 to 3 accident cases of my particular city. I'm talking about Panchkula. Most of us are not even reported to us, and they die. Most of them die. They couldn't survive with the injuries, and most of them just get disabled, spine injuries, and even amputation needs to be done to them. And for cows, in the case of cows, large animals, if large animal met with an accident, it's very difficult for them. If it is spinal injury, it is very difficult for them to stand again and live a normal life like they were living before. So let's understand the cause of road accident. Most importantly, because we have seen not only dogs, cats, cows, monkeys, even the animals which are under protected and wildlife, they also met with an accident. Like in my city, if I'll talk about, it is very normal to get a call in a week or two about somebody to met with an accident. So why it happened? Because there is no fencing. There are forests near the highways, and there is no fencing done by the government, no signboards on the highways. Even in our street, we have seen people drive rashly. There is no limit of, speed limit. There is no detection of speed limit in these street roads. And most important thing, being a animal lover, you can say being a dog lover, it's our responsibility to control the population. So it is very important to sterilize the dogs and cats. Like in my city, the number of dogs are too much as compared to any other city like Mumbai, Assam, Kolkata. There are cats as compared to dogs. The population of cats is too much. So being a feeder, it's our responsibility, being the animal people, it's our responsibility to sterilize them. If we will sterilize, there will be no population increase of that particular animal like dogs and cats, because it is very difficult for puppies and kittens and cats to survive on road. They are the one who met with an accident, and most of them die. The puppies, they couldn't survive. Like if there is a female dog, she litters 5 to 6 puppies. Out of them, hardly one or two survive. Rest of them die because of accidents. So, and the most important, because we are now, converting our country into urban area, and most of us, you know, just cutting the trees and the animals' natural habitats, it's disappearing. So that's the reason they are coming towards our city. The wild animal I'm talking about, because it is very common if you will read in newspaper about Maharashtra, Nagpur, Gujarat, the animal like leopards and the tiger, they come on the road and they die because of accidents. So it happens because we are occupying their habitat. So now the impact of road accidents, it is life threatening, not only for the animals. If I talk about being an animal person, I am concerned about human life too. If I talk about my own city, from last 2 3 months, there are more than 4 to 5 accidents because of large animals in which 1 or 2 person die in that accident, because at night they are not visible to the two vehicle riders, so they met with an accident, and most of the cases, both parties, like the animal and the human, both of them die. So it is life threatening. And you must have seen dogs are, chasing the vehicle, and because why it happened, and the mother dog getting aggressive because they see their own family being crushed under the vehicle. So this is the impact of road accident. And yes, the most important, lifetime disability. Like correct, a few days ago, like I think 5 to 7 days ago, we have received a call from a sector. They have seen a dog. He was dragging himself. Why? Because he met with an accident. Now, for whole life, as per vet, he cannot live a normal life. He will drag himself. So it happened just because of the road accidents. How to prevent road accidents? So the most important thing, just take care of that particular area where the warning sign on highways, on some area you can see the particular, warning sign. So you should drive safely in that particular area. And uh, nowadays distractions is too much while driving. Like we have mobile phone, if phone is ringing, we prefer to drive and we prefer to pick up the call. No, we should not do this, because it is it is life threatening for both of us, like human also, for the animal also, because I understand most of the accidents happen unintentionally, but still it will lead to anything, any kind of injury. So better not to distract yourself from, while if you are driving, you should drive. If you want to talk on call, you just park your car, park your vehicle, and you can talk to anyone the call you have received. And the most important thing, when you are traveling to a rural area, unfamiliar road, drive slowly. That's the most important thing we should keep in our mind. And yes, slowing down gives you and the animal more time. It happens when we drive in full speed, like 80, 90, and all of a sudden an animal is coming. It was unintentional. It will lead an accident and will lead to any kind of injury to the human and to the animal. So the speed limit should be on control while driving on highways, especially, and on street roads as well, near the woods and water area, because in this particular weather it's too hot. In this particular weather, most of the animal, like the large animal, if I talk about, it's very normal to see stray cows, stray bulls roaming on road, so they usually sit in this particular area near the woods, water. So in this particular area we should especially watchful while driving. And if you see a large animal near the road, think you have time, and you have to also think that animal is also thinking in the same way. So drive and warn. That's the most important thing. Warn them that the vehicle is coming. Okay. So the most important thing is community involvement. It is very important to, the importance of each and every person, citizen who is living in this particular country. It is the duty of everyone to take everything, like we always say, हम नहीं करेंगे, government करेगी. No, it is our responsibility. If we will do it, then only it will happen. So wherever there is fences, warning sign, drive carefully, and always check the enclosure. If the enclosure is not there, fencing is broken, so inform the authority about the same. And always, when we drive, most of us have seen people drive, they do not switch on their headlights of the vehicle, be it a scooter, car. So it is very important to do this thing and keep in your mind to visible while driving on roads, especially on highways. And yes, I have seen people take their pets on walk and they unleash them. It is again life threatening for both the parties, for the animal, the pet dog, and even for the other human being who is driving. So never ever unleash your dog while taking them on walk. And we have done some kind of event in our city, and I have seen the same events in other cities also, putting the reflective collar on the animal like dog, even on cows and bulls. So put the reflective collars wherever you see the accident prone area, especially. Just put the reflective collars on the neck of the animal, be it a cow, be it a bull, be it a dog. And again, the most important thing, focusing on sterilization program of community dogs and cats. So if I talk about myself, in my particular sector, if I talk about 70% females are sterilized. Reason, because I know when one puppy dies, that mother dog gets aggressive towards everyone, because according to her, if one vehicle crushed her puppy, everyone is on mistake. According, she doesn't know about the car number or anything else. She can see ek gaadi ne mara, that means all the gaadi are at fault. So that's our responsibility. Being an animal person, we should focus on sterilization program. Anyone doesn't know whom to contact, you can go to the municipal corporation, local municipal corporation, and you can tell them about the population of especially the female, and you can tell them that you want to start the. So like, I think in India, most of the cities have this program, but still, if anyone doesn't know about this, they can contact the municipal corporation. And this is also very important because this particular thing happened because of unintentional, thing. We start our car without looking behind the car, under the car. And what happened? We just start the engine and we drive, and a dog who is sitting under the car because of the weather, he crashed under the car. So it's very important whenever you are starting the car, look under your car and start the engine, wait for 2-3 minutes, blow the horn, and then start your car. By this, you are saving a life, which is very important. So this is some of the event. Even in fact, one of the animal activists who lost one of his favorite dogs, he started putting this kind of coding on the road where there are accidents prone area, you can say. If anyone needs this hoarding car sample, I can send them after this session. So in this, it is mentioned, dog in this area, please drive slowly, check under your parked car. It is very important to spread the awareness. And also we have put this reflective collars on cows and even on dogs. It can save many lives. So we should focus on these particular things. So yes, the most important other thing is like, ho gaya accident. Now what to do? Most of the time, most of the cases I have seen, when people see any accident, they get panicked. They create panic and they get panic and they want to touch that particular animal. No, we should not do that thing. Why? Because when an animal is in pain, he doesn't know that you are there to help. So wait, let the animal get calm. After that, try to touch. If still he is not allowing you to touch, then you can call to the local NGOs, or if he is allowing you to touch, then take the animal to nearest vet. But in the case of wildlife, we are not authorized, the local layman are not authorized to take them to vet. Even like, if I'll talk about, you can take a monkey, no, we need a team, specialized team. So for this, you can call the wildlife team or the local NGO. If you doesn't know the number of wildlife teams, you can call the local NGO, they will coordinate and they can take the animal to the vet or wherever it is required. And as I have told you, if the condition is too bad, don't waste the time. If you can take the animal when, like today morning only, I have received a call where the dog was bleeding from mouth. I was almost 7:30. It was a hit and run case, and I requested the reporter to take the dog because I can see the survival chances were very less, and he was not moving much. So he took the dog, but anyhow he couldn't survive. So let's not wait for the health to come and then we will take the animal to vet. Take the animal to vet if you can, if the condition is too worst. Okay, so now the laws. Most of us doesn't know about the laws we have in India for the stray animals. Even humans का भी लोगों को नहीं पता होता है. But yes, for all the animals, uh, today only I have read Delhi High Court ने भी इसको announce कर दिया कि every street animal have their right to live. On 31st May 2019 also, Justice Deepak Sharma announced the same thing. So हर एक जानवर हो इंसान हो सबका अधिकार है रहने का हमारे देश में. तो same way, if you see, like when I was not into this particular thing, I was also not aware about this कि कुछ धाराएं होती हैं जिसके थ्रू हम एक जानवर को अगर किसी ने मारा है, रिलोकेट किया है या गाड़ी चढ़ा दिया है तो हम उसके खिलाफ पुलिस कंप्लेन कर सकते हैं. सेम जो IPC सेक्शन फॉर दिस ह्यूमंस के लिए भी यूज, same section 279 is used for if you see anyone driving rashly on public way and harming any animal who is sleeping or crossing the road. You can just write down the number of the car or the scooter and you can inform the police about the same. And again, IPC section 337, causing hurt by doing any act so rashly, and it is endangering not only the human life, personal life, even the animal life who is living on the street. Okay, so next one is IPC section 338. It is same, you know, you driving like you're going somewhere, and Indian motor vehicle के accordingly भी 134A maybe जो हमारे इंसानों के लिए जो भी sections हैं, same it is in the case of animals as well. So it is a punishable offense, but in India, most of us are not aware about the same laws and our rights. So we always, you know, sit and think, oh, it happens. But if I talk about myself, if anything like this reported to me, and if there is any CCTV camera, we try to locate the particular person. But most of the cases, because the police is not aware about the laws. Why? Because we doesn't go to police station for anything we see cruel towards the animals in our country. So they are not also aware about the same. But still, in most of the cases, we should go when we know this particular person has killed particular puppy intentionally, driving the car, driving the scooter on him. So we should know about our laws. So this is all. Anything you want to ask, you can ask me. Anyone have any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, suppose if we are driving from a road and we see there are some of the fences are broken on any lane. So whom we need to contact immediately? Means we are in our way, we have some urgent work, but we see something we have that is of the concern, but we have more important work. So whom should we inform so that we give the right information to the right place and it can be acted upon?
Like in most of the cases, it is on the highways only. So you have to call the National Highway Authority. So you can just search the number on Google if you doesn't have the number, because you can see their number are there on the hoardings. On most of, like in my city, I can see that, but I don't know about other cities. You can see the number are written on the board, but if you have no idea, you can just Google the number of National Highway Authority of your city, and you can call them and you can tell them what is it. You just need to click the picture also.
Like, ma'am, no one wants to get into that entire procedure of complaining and then seeing how the complaint is being processed and all. So in that case, suppose I just I call them, inform, or I put up a notice in their concern and inform. So will that be acted upon in that way?
in that, see, in our country, nothing happened without pushing. So in that case, just
Yes,
click a
ma'am, that's the
picture.
case.
Yeah, just click a picture. Just click a picture and send it to the local NGO as well, and inform National Highway Authority, so that if in any case you are not crossing that road in future, you can tell the local NGO to keep a check on it, and further action can be taken accordingly. They can coordinate with each other,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes. So, yeah, hi, Meenakshi.
Yeah.
So I can see in the chat box that there's a question from Divyansh Mani Tripathi that how to organize sterilization program in a locality for dogs. So as you also mentioned that ABC is interlinked. Ultimately, if we can control the population, we can get rid of many things like human dog conflict, or you can say accidents as such. So since you have you've been running a successful ABC program in Panchkula, so would you like to throw some light on how to how you started this program, and how you got the support from the municipal corporation, and how it has been running successfully with the help of the community caretakers, the volunteers? If you can because I'm sure a lot of the participants here would like to maybe contribute towards
Sure.
ABC and all. Yes, so if you can throw
Yes,
some light.
that's the most important thing, because what I saw where I was not into ABC, people prefer to feed, but due to feeding, the aggression, the protection of that particular area raised, and aggressive dogs, the number of cases has been increased of dog bites. So in this case, if there is any particular NGO, because when I started approaching municipal corporation, I was not a registered organization. I went with like-minded people, and we talk about our problem, like there is no animal birth control program in our city, how we should you can see in newspaper every day there is a dog bite case. You take all that thing and ask the same question from the local municipal corporation authorities. Sir, what you are doing for this particular problem? Yes, dog bite is not a case that we should ignore. Why it is happening, we should think about it, and we should work on the solution. So just go and sit on their head and read all the ABC module on AWVI page, and tell them to work accordingly. And it is not a something very easy task. You have to go regularly, you have to do the follow-ups, and you have to tell them about the benefits of sterilization program. You have to give the example of other cities like Dehradun. uh, I have read, even I've seen, वहाँ पे puppies है ही नहीं, because देहरादून में successful ABC program चल रहा है. So same way you can give the example like in Shimla, if people are adopting this Indian puppies, they will be getting free parking charges, something like this, free garbage picking facility. So you have to tell all the advantages of adoption and sterilization. Sterilization करेंगे तो litter नहीं होंगे, litter नहीं होंगे तो mother dog aggressive नहीं होएगी, उससे population control होएगी. This is the only, you have to make a project report, and then you have to go to the municipal corporation. And you also want the shining collars, this reflective collars. For this, you can go to Positivity. There is an organization, Positivity in Indore. I used to order them from them only. Otherwise, you can just Google. On Amazon also, you will get it. So it is available everywhere.
And ma'am, in the case of sterilization, as you told, we always prefer to have a dog in our house who is of some other breed which is not of India. For example, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, or whatever. So if we take more emphasis on sterilizing, then maybe we come to a conclusion that we threat our own species that are native to India. Means if in case of heavy sterilization programs if take place, so we may come to a conclusion that we may threaten our own species, and the species that are from we are importing, maybe because most of the people, means in the starting they have too much of enthusiasm and they take that puppy, and later when it grows up or it grows old, they leave them. So how would we cope up with that thing?
Okay, Divyansh, for this, I want to tell you, I am coordinating animal birth control program from the year 2016. पर अभी तक मेरी सिटी में 100% डॉग स्टरलाइज नहीं हुए हैं. रीजन बीइंग it will never happen that the population will this particular dog population will get, you know, हमारे को ये बोला जाएगा कि कभी कोई देसी कुत्ते भी थे, नहीं. It will never happen because I'll tell you the reason. My city is this Panchkula, and my city is there are peripheral cities like Zirakpur that come in Punjab, Chandigarh that is UT, and Dhakoli that is also in Punjab. So my city, if my city dogs are sterilized, other cities dogs will come to my city, and वहां पे नहीं हो रहा है. तो ऐसे कभी भी नहीं होगा कि खत्म 100% डॉग स्टरलाइजेशन नहीं हो सकता है, और ये होगा भी नहीं कभी भी. ये नहीं होगा कि इंडियन डॉग्स थे, कभी हम इस चीज को सुनेंगे नहीं. इट विल नेवर हैपन बिकॉज it is not easy to catch a dog. If I'll talk about my own experience, there is a dog in my own lane. He is a male dog. आज तक उसको कोई पकड़ नहीं पाया है. Being a catcher, experienced catcher, I've also tried to catch him. I'm feeding him from so many years, but वो आज तक पकड़ में नहीं आया. Still, he is there unsterilized. So there are so many dogs in the same way to whom you will not be able to catch simply. Other dogs are, you know, friendly. There are dogs
Means
who are
that
not
means it
friendly.
is an ongoing process that will
Yes.
keep on continuing.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like it is a human process, you can say, because you must have seen people poison them to get rid of them. In my city there is a system. अगर पपी हुए हैं, you want to get rid of this, तो तुम उठा के इनको कहीं फेंक के आ जाओ. माँ वहीं पे है, बच्चे को तुम फेंक के आ जाओ. So it is very normal to see everywhere. So it's my personal experience. I have seen puppies को burn कर दिया, जिंदा जला दिया to get
Means
rid
in
of
our
them.
colony, if I see, I have few dogs. Means in the colony, they don't reside in my house, but they roam in the colony. And if I call them, they used to come. So they always have puppies. But due to roadside accidents, if a female gave birth to 4, only maybe 1 or 2 maximum lives, because most of the vehicles go that way. And I don't know what, but they are so intelligent that whenever a vehicle passes by, if the vehicle is whatever speed the vehicle is, they would chase the vehicle in that same speed and would never go past that, and would not try to bite, but they will chase. If the vehicle is slow, they would just walk slowly. If the vehicle speeds up, they would speed up in the same way and would never try to harm, but just chase.
But in this case, it happened many times. I have seen कि जो बंदा डरता नहीं है वो तो चला के चला गया, जो बंदा डरता होगा वो हड़बड़ा जाएगा और वो गिर जाएगा.
Yes, ma'am, that happens.
After that, dog will definitely bite. So that's it's my personal experience. In my lane, there was a female dog who was, you know, giving litter in every 6 months, and she was doing the same thing. After sterilization, I've sterilized her in 2014. Till date, she stopped this thing. She stopped chasing. थोड़ा टाइम लगा, ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि मैं आज लेके आई और कल से उसने ये करना बंद कर दिया, नहीं. After some time, after a few months, now she just sit, have food, sleep. She barks to unknown people, but she doesn't chase the vehicle. So it is very important to sterilize the dog. This is the most important thing.
Yes, in our colony we have I think 4 to 5 dogs, but they are very friendly to the entire colony. Whoever calls them, they would come by the name. They would come and have a feed, or they would sit by just sit by you. Or if the house is open and you have a veranda type in the front, they would come and sit just near you without harming. And if they would express even that if there is some problem in your house, means someone dies or someone, they would even express that feeling too, that it seems that they are even sad or happy with whatever goes on within us.
That's right. They understand everything. They cannot speak, but they understand everything.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
As you have said that people assault, puppies or dogs, then what we can do against them? Any legal action or something?
There is a law for this also under IPC 428, 429. You can file a complaint. You should have a proof. Like ऐसे नहीं होगा कि आप चले गए पुलिस स्टेशन और आपने बोला कि ऐसे हुआ. There should be some witness for this particular incident which happened. There should be a video photograph. अगर ये है, body होनी चाहिए for postmortem. So these all things are required. तो अगर ये सब नहीं है तो आपका केस बहुत ही ऐसा है कि पुलिस उस पर इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेगी. बट इफ यस, यू हैव ऑल द प्रूफ्स, you have a witness, you have a photograph, you have a video, you have the body. Most of the cases लोग क्या करते हैं कि किसी ने जहर दे दिया, अगर उनके डॉग को पता है कि हुआ है ड्यू टू पॉइजन, तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो बरी कर देते हैं, and then they go to police station. No, we should take the body needs postmortem. उसके बाद ही पता लगेगा कि पॉइजन से हुआ है, एक्सीडेंट से हुआ है, या कोई और रीजन था.
Okay.
Ma'am, where can the complaint be filed?
Police station. If you hesitant to go to police station, you can connect to the local NGO, right? And they can be the face, but again, proof needs to be given by you, because being an NGO representative, I know when I tell this thing to people कि आप पुलिस स्टेशन में कंप्लेन कराइए, तो people hesitant to go to police station. I am ready to go, but I need proof to say कि हाँ ये पर्टिकुलर चीज हुई थी, इसका ये प्रूफ है सर, आप देखिए आप क्या कर सकते हैं. So this is the important thing.
Yes, ma'am. Means I need to connect some NGOs if I'm not capable of moving to the police station by my own.
But you should have all the proof, and if needed, you should be there to give witness. क्योंकि court में, yes, definitely judge will ask for the witness. So it is our right, it is our duty. So we should not get hesitant to, if we are feeding, we are the responsible person for that particular dog. So it's okay, we should take time.
Yes, ma'am.
किसी का और कोई क्वेश्चन, प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क. कोई भी क्वेश्चन, किसी का भी. Any feedback? Anyone wants to say something? Or any case?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, Shishir.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. I'm Shishir
Yeah.
from Dharamshala Animal Rescue. I'm the community and education outreach manager. I just wanted to add one point that not everybody is comfortable with animals around, but they have no right to harm them. It's just that we need to promote it in a very positive way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So regarding the community involvement, can I just get much clearer suggestions from your perception? I mean, we do ABCs. We are regularly doing ABCs as the lockdown is lifted, and we do rescues, and majority of the cases are literally hit and run cases, and we do amputations and all. We are trying to work on more community development, but I just wanted a much more deeper perception from your point of view.
Right. If you will talk about law with the humans, अगर मैं अपना personal experience बता रही हूँ, अगर मैं उनको law समझाने लगूंगी, they will never understand this. So what is the perfect way to make them understand? पाप कर रहे हैं आप ऐसा करेंगे तो सर ऐसा होता है, देखिए आप कैसे चल रहा है हमारे पूरे कंट्री में, हमारे पूरे वर्ल्ड में. This language people of India understand, and I am telling you, yes, like if you talk about old man, वो लोग नहीं सुनते हैं लॉ के बारे में. They will never listen to you. They are like कि हमें सब पता है. But when you will come to this paap and all that stuff, they will listen to you.
Right.
वो उसको प्यार नहीं करेंगे, पर वो उसको मारेंगे नहीं.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like it, just let it be. I mean,
exactly. So ये मेरा personal experience है, which I have shared. I was one of the person who always get into argument, but I've learned this thing कि जितना हम आर्ग्यूमेंट करेंगे उतना ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगा उस पर्टिकुलर एनिमल के लिए जो वहां रह रहा है, क्योंकि मैं तो वहां 24 आवर्स नहीं हूँ. सो टॉक टू देम वेरी पोलाइटली, मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड, डू टेल देम अबाउट द पाप पुण्य. सर यहाँ पे आप भी रहते हैं, ये भी रहते हैं, हम लोग कब तक हैं, ये लोग कब तक है, देखिए अब तो क्या चल रहा है देश में. तो दे विल बी काम आफ्टर दैट. वो खाना नहीं देंगे, वो प्रमोट नहीं करेंगे, पर वो मारेंगे नहीं डेफिनेटली.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Right. Can we train dogs and people to avoid incidents? Anand, it's very difficult to train a dog who lives on street, because हमारे साथ वो 24 hours नहीं रहते. But yes, from the beginning, like from the puppy time, you have to make them understand about the word no. No अगर उनको पता है तो yes, they are good to go. But people को train करना is very difficult. Humans are difficult to train, so it's a difficult thing to do.
Ma'am, in the point of training, I would say that And dogs learn by themselves. Even when if they are older, they already know how to cross a road by looking from both the sides and to avoid accidents. But when they are puppies, they certainly need some help. That is true.
Exactly, that's true. So the next question, whom should we report to in the case of cows who are left on the roads for grazing and leads to road accidents? Yes, this is a very important thing to know. हमारा जो इंडिया है, हम इंडिया में गाय को माता कहते हैं, लेकिन हम उनको रोड पे छोड़ देते हैं. जब हम उनसे दूध निकाल लेते हैं, वो दूध देने लायक नहीं होती है, बुढ़ी हो जाती है, बीमार हो जाती है, तो उनको रास्ते में सड़क पे छोड़ देते हैं. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट माई एक्सपीरियंस, हमारे शहर में क्या होता है, रात को छोड़ देते हैं, सुबह ले जाते हैं, दूध निकालते हैं, फिर छोड़ देते हैं. सो इन दिस केस म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन शुड बी इन्वॉल्व. हर एक गाय रजिस्टर होनी चाहिए म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के पास. उनके कान में टैगिंग होती है जिससे आपको ओनर का पता लगता है. एंड इन आवर सिटी वी हैव, दिस इज जस्ट स्टार्टेड, दे स्टार्टेड चलानिंग द ओनर्स ऑफ द काउ कि अगर आपकी गाय घूम रही है तो यू नीड टू पे सर्टेन अमाउंट. इट इज 5,000 इन आवर सिटी. So this is important, and for this also you need to coordinate with the municipal corporation. And yes, most important thing, we should go vegan. This is the reason, because it is very common to see male calf, क्योंकि मेल calf का कोई यूज नहीं होता है मिल्क इंडस्ट्री में. तो क्या होता है, वो जो पैदा होते हैं 1-2 महीने उनको रखते हैं और उनको छोड़ देते हैं. 1-2 महीने इज टू बिग टाइम. आई एम सेइंग last month we rescued a male calf जो कि सिर्फ 2 दिन का था, सिर्फ 2 days का था. उसको डॉग चेस कर रहे थे and it was a male calf, so इसीलिए उसको छोड़ा गया था. Anyhow we picked him and we dropped him in a gaushala. So it is very important. This is the reason like people will say, I'm going to other topic, this is the reason people say go vegan, because जब तक हम अपना ये नहीं चेंज करेंगे बिहेवियर, this is very common to see the stray cows, stray calf, and the stray bulls roaming on roads.
Ma'am, the thing that you told of like cows getting old and all, so what could be the solution for this? Like every cow will get old after some time, and a person is there who is dealing with the means he has some land and he also rears the cow. So a time would come when the cow would get old and would not yield milk. So it would consume money from that farmer, that and he would not be able to sustain the cow and his family both. So what should be the solution in that case?
In this case, I would only give example of family members. Like if I have kept 5 dogs in my house. One of them get old, so I will not drop the dog in any
no ma'am,
shelter.
dog we keep, that is for our means, so the shock uske liye, but he kept the cow for the money. He needed money, so which he could use the cow products in his farm, etc., and
I understand
the milk for money.
But this is a very vague thing you are, the question you have asked. But if I talk about myself, अगर मैंने एक जानवर रखा है, I'll talk about my own नानी house. She's no more, but उन्होंने एक गाय रखी थी, right? वो अभी भी है. She cannot reproduce. उनकी एक और गाय थी. She was producing milk, and meantime she expired. My nanny expired, but the cow who was not able to produce milk, she's still there at our place. नानी के घर पे हैं और वो तब तक नहीं जाएंगी जब तक she will not go on her own. So when we are taking milk out of that cow and we are earning money, when we are not taking milk and we are not getting money, तो हमारी responsibility खत्म नहीं हो जाती है. So I don't know about one particular human being thinking, but according to me, we should not let them go like this on road, or to sell them to butchers khana, to just go like that way. So this is something depends from person to person, but yes, this is not, it can be solved if we will go vegan.
Ma'am, it's easy for us to say that because we have money, we can afford that, but for a poor farmer it would be much more difficult. Like I have option, like in every city we have gaushalas. So if a cow gets old, we can send it to a gaushala, and maybe if we are capable of, we can provide some money too.
Yeah, we
along
can
with
do
that
that.
cow?
Same
Because
happen in with the villages farmers as well. They have the option of dropping. They need to deposit some money. इतना भी हमारे अगर हम मिल्कमैन की बात करें, एक दूध वाला गाय का दूध 80 रुपीज में बेचता है, राइट? एंड एक घर में नहीं बेचता है, वो
means it
कितने
has
सारे
reached
घर होते हैं.
90 and hundreds.
हाँ, so in our city it is 80 rupees. So just imagine, calculate, कोई गरीब नहीं है. अगर इनकी हम बात करें, इनका स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग बहुत बहुत ही ऐसा होता है कि ये चला लेते हैं काम. हमारा स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग हाई है बट हमारी अर्निंग कम है, बट स्टिल वी लिव अ गुड लाइफ. सो नो वन इज हेयर गरीब. Everyone is capable of doing good thing in good way.
Absolutely right, Meenakshi. Earlier time, जब पहले का time होता था, तब we used to take care of our animals, जो भी domestic animals हैं in our houses, or dogs, cats, whatever, उनका बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान रखा जाता था. But आजकल इतना ज़्यादा उस तरीके से नहीं रखा जाता जो पहले का time था.
Exactly.
पहले we really considered them as a family member, but now we are just treating them as a milking machine. So
Exactly.
this is a very good point. Exactly. So there is one more question I will read. Can we supplement the farmers' income by using the dung as a source of income by making biogas?
Yes, I think it is happening in most of the rural areas. So it is there. In fact, अगर हम खाद मांगने जाते हैं, so they used to sell in good price. So they are already doing it.
Ma'am, manure is a good option, I agree, but production of biogas, as far as it is concerned, we had already started I don't remember the project, but name I don't remember, but we had started the project for biogas. Actually, the problem is that it consumes a lot of cow dung for producing a biogas that is capable of sustaining food production, like using it as a fuel. But if we use the organic matter, that is the peels, the product that is more rich in sucrose, means sugar, that we too like such thing, and even the bacteria like the same thing. So the greater the amount of sugar in the product, the greater will be the biogas production. So instead of using the cow dung for producing that biogas, we can use our house waste for producing it. It would produce much more amount of waste, much more amount of biogas.
Talking about the sukha kachra and gila kachra, right?
Yes, ma'am. Using that for the production of biogas, that would be much more beneficial instead of using the cow dung. Actually, that I read from some report I was reading online.
Want to add one more thing. So animal waste, animal manure is something which is leading to production of methane gas, and methane gas is one of the greenhouse gases. And carbon dioxide, methane, all these gases constitute a bigger part of the greenhouse gas, which causes the greenhouse effect, leading to global warming and climate change. So अगर हम लोग manure और especially animal waste, including dogs, cats, our animals in our house, domestic animals like cows, buffaloes, सबका जितना waste होता है, that's need to be managed properly. Otherwise इतना ज़्यादा जो waste generate होता है, उसकी वजह से global warming तक cause होती है. And even in our Niti Aayog report, you can read about it. So India is at the 3rd number who is generating greenhouse gas effect, and that is majorly because of the number of cows and buffaloes we have.
And ma'am, adding to your point, as you said, large amount of dung would produce methane. I agree. But if we need to process that, means, for example, if we need biogas for producing energy, for example, some fuel, so we need it in large amount. And if we properly manage the dung and the waste, so we can manage to produce a large amount of methane for supplying it to houses. If we have some central like biogas production plant in our city or in our locality, if we have it, so we can process the entire waste without generating much of the biogas for the environment. We can directly use that for our own use.
That depends person to person. Here, like if I talk about myself, I have very less knowledge of biogas production. So I will not comment on this, but yes, it can be used. Like Jagriti said, for methane gas, so it can be used for that. So in total, the farmer, the doodwala is not getting garib of that particular cow if he's keeping when she's stopping producing the milk.
एंड चेंजेस इन द सोसाइटी जो आते हैं वो बहुत धीरे धीरे आते हैं. सो इट्स
Exactly.
नॉट अ स्विच ऑन एंड स्विच ऑफ काइंड ऑफ थिंग कि एकदम से हर कोई एकदम चेंज हो जाएगा एंड फार्मर्स विल बी हैविंग लाइक नो फूड नो रिसोर्सेज एंड वो एकदम गरीब हो जाएंगे. ऐसा चेंज एकदम से ड्रास्टिक चेंज नहीं आ सकता, बट थ्रू आर अवेयरनेस जैसे जैसे हमारे डिमांड्स फॉर दैट प्रोडक्ट विल डिक्रीज, वैसे वैसे डिमांड फॉर अदर प्रोडक्ट्स प्लांट बेस्ड ऑप्शंस विल इंक्रीज. एंड उसी तरीके से जो प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं लाइक आर फार्मर्स, दे विल आल्सो ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट सम अदर ऑप्शंस which are like high in acceptance of the consumers.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. It will surely take time. It won't happen.
So any other question किसी का भी?
And ma'am, the point of turning to vegan, I would like to interrupt in that. For example, if from my personal experience, as my dadi tells, we used to have a cow in our home, and it was fed properly. It was we took care of it properly. Means I was not born. She tells that when it would sit after eating, the milk would literally flow out, like without doing anything. It would literally flow out and run to what we call drains. It was that much high amount of milk production without using any chemicals, without using any other artificial things. Means, for example, I would like to say for that only if we take care of them properly, animals, instead of using the artificial means, we are capable of enough production of milk to sustain. But we get greedy. If we start getting 1 liter of milk, now we want 2 liters. For that, we switch to artificial means. That what exploits the animals. Not turning to vegan would prevent, or means if we turn to vegan, we would surely exploit other means. That is for true. But turning a vegan is not only option, I would like to say. And for example, if we are a non-vegetarian, we are surely eating an animal. That is not true, I would say. That is not good at all. Eating means killing an animal for food. That is not good, I would agree. But instead for egg and milk, I would say, for egg, we are surely exploiting the hens, means providing it with hormones that increase their yield of egg
Production.
And if the cow is if the hen is not mated with a cock, it would surely produce not that much high amount of egg, but it would surely produce some eggs. So I would like to say that eating egg means extracting eggs from hen would not harm it if we do it by natural means without implementing some hormones. And the same would be for cow milk production if we do it without any hormones and artificial means.
Again, it depends on person to person perspective. We cannot change anyone's perspective, but yes, this is what, like your perspective, it is our perspective. So it depends from person to person.
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
Right.
Also, I just want to add one thing, my perspective maybe. Well, most of the times what we confuse is, while using animals is, it's, animals are for us, for use or for consumption. The whole idea behind veganism is not about, less production or more consumption. It's not around that. It's about as much as possible, we do not exploit animals, and animals are not here for humans. Animals are here just for them, and we need to love them and respect them for who they are, rather than using them for our purposes. But of course, there's layers to it, and I understand whatever discussion that's happening here. But yes, yeah, thank
I
you.
agree.
Absolutely right, Meghna. And even काफी साल पहले जब domestication हुआ था, so some group of people started domesticating cows and buffaloes for milk. So it's not like कि ये है ना बहुत मतलब ये inbuilt ही था और ये हमेशा से ही था. It was domesticated by humans itself. So changes जैसे जैसे आएंगे धीरे धीरे, maybe you can even after a few years or maybe after a few months, you can even try plant-based milk, and you can even like you can even find plant-based milk to be better than animal-based milk. So it's just like animals need their space. They are not commodities. They are not meant to provide some products to humans. They have their life, they have their kids, they have their like even cows. I have studied about the behavior in cows. They even have best friends like we have. So it's like कि वो लोग आपस में रहते हैं. They even जुगाली करते करते, if you have ever studied about their behavior or anything, so they used to talk to each other. So they are like और जैसे हम लोग रहते हैं एकदम वैसे, दे आर आर अर्थलिंग्स. तो इट्स जस्ट कि अपने कुछ, इट्स जस्ट हमारे टेस्ट के लिए और हमारी कुछ एक वांट्स के लिए हम लोग सिर्फ एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहे हैं. सो इट्स जस्ट कि हम थोड़ा बहुत अपने स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. वी कैन ट्राई, वी कैन हैव आवर 20 Fiapo is having 21 days vegan challenge, and अगर किसी को भी ट्राई करना है, they can have this challenge. Even I have took this challenge. So इसमें क्या होगा, आप सबको you can even get recipes 21 days के लिए, and उसमें आप है ना different recipes you will be getting on your email, and like facts about veganism, facts about plant-based food. So you can check our website, that is www.fiapo.org for that, and you can sign up for 21 days vegan challenge.
Ma'am, as you told that we were not like this from starting, I would surely agree from that. I read somewhere that most of the exploitation for animals started with the white revolution, that is for milk. We started domesticating animals at a much greater extent than we did before, and in that process we used heavy amount of chemicals, artificial means for exploiting animals for milk. And for the plant-based product, we started exploiting them along with the starting of the green revolution, that is for heavy amount of production of food grains. The movement was right, but actually it eventually turned into using a heavy amount of chemicals and artificial means for plant-based products, and using genetically modifying the plants and even the animals. I read somewhere that the goat was genetically modified for production of a protein from its milk that would be eventually the genes of the spider, and we could extract that protein from the milk and use it for making some kind of clothes that would be bulletproof and all. Eventually the industry failed, but we did genetically that modify the mammary glands of the goat for production of some other protein that does not belong to that breed, that species, that goat. That is wrong, using genetics for such exploitation of animals and other species.
And is artificial insemination, is it right for production of milk? It's just a cross question.
Yeah, I agree. Artificial insemination, actually, that is even practiced for humans as well. Artificially inseminating, if the sperm count.
Humans की तो sign लिए जाते हैं, बताइए.
Yeah, that is not with the concern of that cow. Actually, artificial insemination started so that we could get crossbreeds from, like if we have a male in America and we have a nice cow in India and we want a higher milk production from the child of that cow that would eat less and produce more. So we, instead of getting that bull from there, we would just get its semen from America. It would be easily transported and we would inseminate the female here. So that is just for increasing the production. I won't say that it is very good, because there is two kinds of milk the cows produce. That is A1 quality, A1 milk protein and A2 milk protein. One, I am just getting confused with A1, A2. But I surely remember the one quality of milk protein that is found in India is only native to India, and other all species of cows that produce milk that is of the second quality, that is not very good for humans. But the quality of milk produced by the desi cows, that is the cows of the India, are of much more benefit than those of the foreign breeds. So I won't think crossing these two breeds would be very good. A quantity may increase, but the quality may not increase. And we are more concerned about quantity.
sessions and webinars on this particular topic on veganism and all. So I think it's better not to divert from our main topic. And surely I will share all the messages and invitation links for those webinars in the groups and to everyone who have attended this webinar. So you can all join there as well, and you can ask all the questions you have in your mind regarding veganism, regarding animal products, plant-based products, and everything. So if there is any questions related to the topic on which we are having the webinar, please ask.
Yeah, it surely got diverted. Sorry for that.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. So this is something we should discuss for sure.
I do have a question if there's still time. Is it okay to ask? My question is not with regards to specifically accidents related to street animals, community animals, but it's with regards to, so the city I am in is where I found some groups that practice taking donations with they of course take cases of these street animals and they would try and care for them, but at the same time they take it as an advantage to create added benefit. Is there any way, is there any evaluation, is there any system that can be created? Is there any easier way?
You live in, Sarita?
I'm from Haldwani.
That is Haldwani is where?
Is in Uttarakhand. It's
Uttarakhand. Okay. So in this case, are there like registered organization or just like that?
So what I found is they're not registered organizations, but there's no check. They in their social media pages and everywhere they're saying that they are registered, but most people do not even have, I think, the knowledge of what that registration is. So it's I'm unable to understand, like, how do we keep a check on these things?
That's something very tricky question. Even I have no idea about it. But yes, if you can tell us, like personally, you can send me the information about the same organization you're talking about. We can see and we can contact them for further information.
Okay.
Right?
That works. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
I think nobody else have any questions.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, this is Parmit from Ahmedabad, and my question is that I am living in Ahmedabad, and after behind my home there is highway. So at highway there is no street light. So many dogs and many cats accidents happen there because on highway they have not street light. So in night many accidents happens. So my suggestion is that that at the both the sides of the road, government or anybody should make the fence that animals cannot do not pass on the road. That so and the other my other option is that we should wear collar to animals, dogs. So in night, dogs can be seen that by vehicles lights, so accident can be lesser at that.
Yeah, you can put the reflective collars on the dog's neck, right? But if in the case you want to go for the fencing thing, for this you have to write to the if it is highway, National Highway Authority, and the local municipal corporation and the DC of your particular city. Then they will work on it. And yes, for dogs and for cows, you can go for the reflective collar option.
I think there should be effective, adequate street lights on the roads, so animals can be saved.
Information on highways, there is no street light nowhere. It's on highway, so there is some different thing for this. So highway pe street lights nahi hoti hai.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else anyone want to ask?
I would like to say thanks to you, Meenakshi. It was really, really an insightful discussion we had today. And this is one perspective which has been, less discussed, I should say, but certainly very, very important and imperative to be considered while we are talking about animal welfare and animal rights.
Right,
and
thank you so much.
Bringing up this topic and this insightful discussion, I would really like to thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepika.
Thank you, Meenakshi, and thank you all the attendees, RSAS group club for organizing this amazing webinar. And I think the main organizer, president of RSS, that is Rohan Malik. He is not here because he texted me that he's having some network issues, but still I just want to thank him because he was the one who was pitching for this webinar since very long, and I'm glad finally it happened. And yes,
I want to say something before we end. I want to thankful to FIAPO for being there for animals in the way of awareness and legal perspective. So I would suggest everyone to please follow their website, Instagram page. You will get to know about so many things, and whenever needed, they will surely help you, guide you. Thank you, FIAPO.
thank you everyone.
And ma'am, I would like to thank everyone for whatever thoughts they shared. And I would like to say at the last that though we have different areas of thinking, but what one thing we have in common is that we need to work and we like to work for the welfare of the animals.
Exactly.
Absolutely right. So it's a request from my end to everyone. Can you all please turn on your video so that we can have a picture?
Sure, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this webinar, and stay safe and stay at home. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.